In this episode, we play cat and mouse in an Austrian naval base.
My name is Legatus. These are my adventures.
What today is a symbol of power may tomorrow be nothing but crumbling ruins. This is the story of a mighty naval fortress whose glory got lost in time. Oh wow, that was something. That's why I just came through. It's a security checkpoint, and I'm really glad I made it out. But I get ahead of myself. Let's rewind. Three hours earlier.
Hey there, I'm hopefully about to enter a former military base. It's right there on the coast. I've been at the fence, very big watchtower, big walls, about 4 meters. But unfortunately, I was a guard at the gate and I could hear noises from the excavators and other building machines. Right now, I'm following a little forest trail. If I read the map correctly, it should bring me where I want to go to. We'll see.
Creepy. I wonder where the rest of the poor guy is.
Hey Mom, is that you?
Well. I just learned something about keyboard layouts. I'll leave this as an Easter egg. Chapter 1. Getting sidetracked.
Mission briefing started.
For starters, I should make something clear, just to avoid misunderstandings. This is Australia. You know, mate, where they have the kangaroos and the fancy opera house. And this is Austria, a country with a rich coffee culture, famous for the Vienna Opera Bowl, the place of origin of the Wiener Schnitzel, and birthplace of the world's most famous wannabe art student. We are here, right at the coast of Austria, which is Huh? Wait a minute. Austria is a landlocked country. So why does it have naval bases? The thing is, it hasn't even a navy. For this to make sense, we have to go back in time.
Ripping a hole into space-time continuum in 3, 2, 1.
No, wait, the other one.
History mode activated.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
In the past few hundred years, the area that we visit today, or rather, the city next to it, has often changed hands. From 1331 to 1797, it has been part of the Republic of Buenos. During this time, it has been attacked and occupied by the Genoese, the Hungarian army, and the Habsburgs. The latter one decided to stay in 1797 after the collapse of the Republic of Buenos. In 1805, the French invaded and included it into the Napoleon French Empire as part of the Kingdom of Italy. For a few years, it remained like that. Then, in 1813, it went back to the Austrian Empire. So, basically the Empire Strike Back, no pun intended. This period of time is the interesting part for the naval base we're going to visit. Austria needed a new military harbor, because they were kicked out of Venice after the revolution in 1848, among others also by the crews of their own ships. The Austrian Navy had to choose between the city of Trieste, with an efficient commercial port, and a small, insignificant fishing village with not more than 900 inhabitants. fancy as the navy was, they decided to settle in the fishing village, as it had a perfect natural harbor, which was easy to defend. In 1859, the naval base was established. A natural reef within the harbor was developed into a small island with a mainland connection. This happened because naval aviators were stationed on this island. Also, submarines were assembled here. The parts for this came by rail from German shipyards. Within the base are supposed to be around 100 buildings, scattered along 6 kilometers of coastline. The story that unfolded afterwards is equally exciting. The nearby insignificant provincial town grew into an industrial city. In World War I, the port was the main base for Austro-Hungarian dreadnoughts and other naval forces. When the Austro-Hungary Empire collapsed in 1918, the whole region, including the naval base, went to Italy. In the following decades, many world-shattering things happened, including the Second World War. After the collapse of Mussolini's Italy, the nearby town was occupied by the German Wehrmacht, which used the naval bases for their U-boats. After the war, the region was administered by the Allied military government for occupied territories. In 1947, the region was officially united with the Socialist Federal Republic of. Today, the area belongs to, which is part of the European Union.
Whee!
I hope we wrote this down. There will be a test. End of message.
In case you were wondering, no, I'm not a historian. I just have lots of passion for my work.
Mission briefing finished. Resuming exploration.
Actually we haven't started yet. I have so much more to say.
Then make it quick. You're not getting paid to educate people.
Wait, I'm getting paid for this?
That's not what I said. You're not getting paid at all.
Anyway, our adventure starts here. This is where I parked my rental plane. According to my sources, the area can be entered without any restrictions. However, they also acknowledge that this information may already be somewhat outdated. And outdated it was, because upon arrival, my attention was immediately drawn to something that remotely resembled a security checkpoint. I don't like surprises, but I planned for them anyway. Since I still have no grappling hook, Plan B is to follow a small hiking trail that leads directly into the western side of the marina. This little detour leads to another side quest in form of an old naval fort hidden along the way. Let's see if I can find it. Once I'm in, I have a number of options. As I said, there are about 100 buildings, but since not everything is going to plan today, I have to see what comes up. I only have a limited time frame, so I better hurry.
You're done?
I'm done.
He's done.
I wonder if this is supposed to be the old fort. Chapter 2. Behind Bars.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Calculating.
With some light.
It's too dark for the camera, so you cannot see this. It's a very large hall. It's so deep that I can't no longer see the end of it. The ground seems to be moving.
I won't go down there. Alright, seems to be a big hall. Like a flood puzzle. There's some very, very rusty and partly broken steps down. I could go down there, but I won't.
As in, I could fall down the ladder, break a leg and drown? but I won't. I decided to continue my travels.
Whoa, okay, that's the old fort.
Let's take a quick look around. Maybe there's some kind of ingress point into the dark interior of the fortress. Well, that's not exactly German engineering. You see, the tolerances are a little bit off. Let's use that to our advantage. I'm in. Let's make a Lemon biscuit and take a look around.
Looks like a Maya school. This is where I came from. This is the dangerous part. Not a good sign. Okay. Alright, I'm on top.
It's not pretty, but it's intel.
Not much to see. Nothing more to see here. Not this way.
The fort was built in the early 1850s and equipped with 18 cannons. It was bombed in 1945. Chapter 3. The Cat-Mouse Dichotomy. Here we are. This is the western gate of the marina. The buildings over there used to be military barracks. Right next to them is the bridge to the island. Hey, what does it say?
It translates to, "This object is under surveillance."
Are you sure? I mean, it's not even a proper sign. It's just a cheap sticker on a pole. Could have easily overlooked it.
Look at it like this. It's the best security you can buy. On a budget.
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds much better.
They also seem to have open job positions. Apparently you don't need to have any work experience at all. Are you interested?
No, thank you. I think my mindset conflicts with the job description. I'm close to the first row of houses. There's the construction site, and I'm looking for a way around. But the undergrowth here is too dense. I will make it through. Slowly and carefully, I approached the point where I heard the voices. Alright, the construction site is close, and everybody on it has a clear view of the few meters between me and the buildings. Right now, vehicles are being loaded, and the general mood is one of departure. So, I decided to retreat for the time being, find myself a cozy little spot, and wait it out.
I can hear cars. Seems to be all quiet. Oh, in another 5 minutes and then I'll leave.
That is leave, like in go in. Alright, let's give it another try. It's all quiet. Here we go. My water flask is giving away my position. But later I need the water in order to wash off the asbestos that's lying around. That said, it's a good time to put on a mask. Chapter 4. Confusion. It's time to advance deeper into the unknown. I'm well aware that I'm not alone in this area, so I decided to proceed with caution. I take my time. I listen and observe before I continue. This is the main road. The gate is a few hundred meters to my left. Just a few more steps and I can disappear into the maze of buildings that lies right in front of me. Voices. Since I don't want two blind spots, one left, one right, I decided to go and check the one with the voices. The coast seemed to be clear. Literally, this looks all quite new and shiny. I decided to further investigate. And then, something confusing happened. I met other people. If surprised and confused, seek shelter in the nearest bunker.
Alright, I saw some hikers, so maybe it's okay to go here.
To clarify the situation, I not only crossed the path of two hikers, but also saw people walking in the distance. However, the construction site, and therefore also the bridge, were guarded. Too bad. I was looking forward to that. So, I don't get it. Is this area off limits, or is it not? I, for my part, decided to assume that it's not. Ah yes, indeed. All clowns are beautiful. Chapter 5. The Beauty of Decay. With my newfound freedom, I decided to explore the part with the densest concentration of buildings. Nothing. Oh great, I found a respawn point. This tells me that this area has been used for airsoft in the past. A makeshift bed. There must have been artists staying in these ruins. Chapter 6. Whoops.
I've seen that TV series.
Well, yeah, I'm still stuck in season 1.
Hey there. Who are you? How are you? Oh. Mind the gap. Does it say Hulk Grogan? Well, of course. Who doesn't know famous Hulk Grogan? Huh.
I've read up on it and found out that Hulk Grogan is a sandwich producer. Unlike the famous wrestler Hulk Hogan, who, well, I guess he could make a sandwich out of you too.
Ah, kiosk. Could use some refreshments. And there you can refresh your car, apparently. Or your tank.
Right behind the tank refreshment station kiosk.
Your research and attention to detail are incredible. Keep on the good work.
I found this.
Oh. Well, it's either for learning how to drive or the world's shortest landing pist.
Even after looking at an aerial image, I have no clue what it could be. But it's quite fun to play airplane.
Oh, it may be a go-kart trail.
Incoming transmission. Priority 1.
Alright. As it seems, Team Bravo at Beta location got into trouble and requested an immediate search and rescue operation. Unfortunately, at this point I have to cut my exploration short. It's quite urgent, and I don't want to run back the way I came. It's somewhere between 30 and 40 degrees Celsius. So I decided on a bold move. I'll go out the front door. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we come full circle.
Those poor guys. I guess you hurt their professional pride.
Well, they looked a bit confused. They closed the gate behind me. Anyhow, I like how cool they were about it. They must be real professionals. So the area was monitored after all. Whoops. As I found out later, the harbor had been bought by an investment company with the intention of building a 4 to 5 star hotel and a marina with over 500 berths. However, due to ownership issues, there was a delay in renovations. At the time of publication of this video, the marina has already been opened. It can be safely assumed that not many of the people anchored there are aware of the complex history of this harbor, let alone the fact that across time they shared this unique place with a handful of German submarines. Shortly after.
Where the heck is my boat? Just joking. I'm here by car.
Plane. I'm here by plane. So here you have it, the story of a naval base without a navy. I hope you enjoyed and will join me again on my next adventure. Until then,
Stay tuned.
Always check the toilets.